right. Hey, welcome back. All right. So Aquarians, let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to do a little peek at what is Aquarius's life supposed to unveil as. There's lots of life. There's lots of different timelines that a character's life can take, but what might be a timeline that is supposed to be theirs? We have got the Lovers. That's in the reverse. So Gemini energy. And it looks like we have somebody that is supposed to perhaps actually walk away from the concept of like choice and eeny meeny miny mo. If this Aquarius had ever been made to feel like they were somebody's option, with the Judgment card in the reverse, it says it's putting an end to like an ex that yo-yos back and forth, or maybe any exes that yo-yo back and forth in a character's world. It almost looks like, by the way, we could have a strong Scorpio. To have two major arcana, though, it's like we're leaving indecisiveness for decisiveness. Virgo, Gemini here, we got a really strong sense of, I choose to manifest, not to wait on other people to make decisions about whether or not they want this or whether or not I want this. I choose to only manifest stuff I can be sure that I really want to bring in. I manifest people that are sure about what they want as well. I think that we are leaving behind a time period of like, I want to say nobody puts Aquarius in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. If Aquarius was ever made to feel like they were on somebody's potential list, it's like, screw that. I'm number one. Is it Blondie? The tide is high and I'm holding on. I'm going to be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Now that's kind of somebody who's almost like fighting for somebody's attention, but this looks more like Aquarius is saying, yeah, I don't really care to be with anybody who either puts me in competition. So everything changes. And as soon as everything changes for Aquarius, as soon as they're just like focused on what they want, wow, all this stuff starts to change, right? The Tower card comes in when ego drops, when, let's put it this way, sometimes realizing that somebody's indecisive, or maybe this was Aquarius who was like, I don't know, I might want to still take an X back, or I might want to do this. This could be Aquarius being like, what am I doing saying maybe? Life is not lived in maybes. Life is supposed to be something that we, carpe diem, we take a hold of what we really want. We really put our energy towards something that matters and means something. So, you know what? If I've ever been somebody's option, I could care less. It sucks for them because they can't be decisive, but I'm not insulted. Honestly, I just don't have time for their games. I'm much more driven. Or if Aquarius had been somebody that was like, tempted to keep giving their time to situations they didn't really want, this is them going, what the heck am I thinking? I don't have to keep somebody on a back burner as a backup plan, or keep staying in something because I'm worried, what if I can't get something better? Hell no, I am in charge of this show. I shall definitely get better for myself. So I just feel like it's a very much like empowered, like when Aquarius puts their mind to the things that they want and they say, I'm not going to accept mediocrity. I don't want mediocrity. I am, Aquarius, hear me roar. We got a Four of Pentacles and we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I think Aquarius starts taking stock of stuff and they're like, I don't like you. I don't like this. I don't like that. What's that song? I don't want to F with you. I'm sorry. That song is in my head right now. That Four of Pentacles says, I think Aquarius immediately starts pulling their energy back, retreating. Now they're going to discover that when they pull their energy away from things that were indecisive, I keep feeling like somebody was being wishy-washy about Aquarius. If Aquarius was dating somebody, but this person was giving them all these weird mixed signals. My impression right now is that Aquarius had somebody that they already broke up with, and yet that person still like hoovers around and kind of occasionally still reaches out to Aquarius, and Aquarius had been left feeling like, what are they doing with me? I don't get it. Aquarius is like, wait a second. I don't need to know what they are trying to do with me. I'm in charge of me. And they can try all they want. Doesn't impact me. Doesn't do anything to me. It could be that this is Aquarius blocking that energy, or telling this person, hey, don't text anymore. No, we're all done. They may not even have to say that, though. It just might not matter to them anymore. Sometimes you don't have to say words to get people to like move along. You can just simply not react or respond. But Aquarius might actually like put a stop to something, block the email, block the phone calls, block the texts, delete the old messages, and just move on. But as they pull their energy back, I think that's where they realize, oh my God, I have so much more hours in the day. I have so much more energy. And I'm realizing how many things I was putting up with that I didn't even like. So huge, 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 like sense of awareness for Aquarius, huge sense of, God, look at this. We've got that 5 of Cups. I'm thinking that if anything, Aquarius is like, why didn't I do this sooner? Oh my God, I wasted some time. Yeah, but not really, because that 5 of Cups represents change. 8 of Swords. It does say that Aquarius is like aware now of the time wasters in life, the energy vampires. They've gotten a really good look at, and maybe even a compassionate look at, people who want to hold on to your energy, but they don't have much to offer. I almost think that Aquarius is going to start feeling like bad for the people that are obviously still stuck on Aquarius, but still can't move forward with an option or an opportunity or a real offer. I think this is Aquarius saying, I actually, instead of me feeling like, God, why was I so foolish? Why did I waste my time wondering about this? I really see them as so much more empowered. These 2 cards are going to trump this. So that's why I'm saying I think it's more that Aquarius has a new vision of the people who might have, quote unquote, kept them on red, kept them waiting, kept them as like an option or a backup plan. Aquarius has nothing to be embarrassed about. Aquarius should not feel insulted nor belittled. If anything, Aquarius should feel bad for them, because it's like, you poor thing, you can't even figure out if you're brave enough to go after anything with confidence. That sucks to be you. For myself, I definitely know how to go after stuff with confidence, though. This is just, it's such a flip of empowerment. Aquarius, if they ever felt like they were somebody's backup plan, this is a whole different way to view it, and I think it's a much more accurate way to view it. We have the moon in the reverse, the high priestess upright. Yeah, Aquarius has known this all along. They've always known that they don't actually suffer from the same like fears, but they might have been dealing with somebody who always had fears. They still wanted Aquarius, but they couldn't commit. So they tried to keep like their little tenterhooks in Aquarius. I think this is Aquarius recognizing the thing that they knew deep down all along, which is they don't really have the power to manifest with me. And they knew that. That's why they couldn't stand beside me, but they didn't want to let me go. They might have for a while made me feel like I was some weird option, but in fact, it was that they were hoping someday they could stand beside me. But I think I knew from the beginning they haven't got what it takes to stand beside me. I keep coming up as major arcana. I keep coming up as empowered. I keep coming up as somebody that's unafraid of change, that's unafraid to manifest the best, that is intuitive. And I'm realizing that's why they probably couldn't stand beside me. So I kind of think this just is the big reveal that Aquarius has known all along. So freeing, so there's so much understanding, but really it's just the awareness of what Aquarius already knew. That's the way I would say this. So this next chapter in Aquarius's life is them closing out a cycle that some ex was unable to do. And this ex probably tried dating lots of other people because they were trying to learn how to develop the confidence to then finally be with the best, which was Aquarius. Aquarius isn't messing with this person anymore. They just aren't. That, especially somebody who's out there trying to get confidence through dating others. All day, this just keeps saying Aquarius is so over this. And they've been over it from the beginning. They kind of knew that this person wasn't going to end up to be their person. I hope that doesn't sound rude. Please remember these are fictional stories, but it's just very blunt. Like Aquarius is so over them, and Aquarius was always the stronger of the two, which is crazy to see it and to know it. Because at one point it could have felt like, God, this person is putting me in competition with others. They're messing with me. This is insulting or something. And it's like, no, actually, I get it. I was always the strongest of the two of us. They never could stand beside me, but they just desperately wanted to cling to me. This is big revelations. And I think it's really important to be able to be that, see it for what it really is. The person who won't let you go, but also won't be beside you, they're the ones that are struggling with security issues, not Aquarius. And here we go. Aquarius can do anything. We have the star. I think Aquarius is like shooting off like a little rocket up to, I mean, this is their card. So this is an Aquarius who's about to get everything they actually wanted. Now we could have strong Pisces coming in because of that moon card, also because of the high priestess, but also a touch of Virgo coming in and some Cancerian. We already had Virgo Gemini as well. We started out with that X possibly having been a Scorpio or a Gemini. But at this point, Aquarius is, oh, and I'm sorry, we also had Aries because we had that Tower card somewhere in there. This is Aquarius about to manifest literally the best chapter of their life. Nine of Cups. First off, Aquarius's life is supposed to be filled with tons of personal joy. I kind of think Aquarius has a certain amount of magic to them. I think that they can almost make anything happen. If they wanted to, now that they're free of that, wishy-washy energy with an X, if they wanted to say, you know what, I've always thought that if I could go backstage at the end of a concert that I saw at some, like my favorite band, I bet I'd party with them. I bet you we'd become friends. And it's like, that'll happen. If Aquarius, whatever it is that they picture for themselves, that's going to start to happen for them. Aquarius seems like they cannot lose right now. We got a Six of Pentacles. They've got blessings coming in that for anybody else would not be hitting like this, but for Aquarius, it's going to. Six of Pentacles is like, I don't even know why I was giving space to somebody who couldn't step forward, but it was keeping me in limbo land too. Like, imagine if instead of going into some gorgeous mansion that they're going to hand you the deed to this mansion, you try to walk in, but you get trapped in a revolving door because you're following somebody else who keeps going round and round and round. You're not going to be able to walk all the way into the mansion and accept your inheritance and sign your name on the deed and receive this gift. You're just going to spiral round and round as you follow this other person who's trapped in the revolving door. That's basically what was happening. All of those blessings, the deed to the mansion, it is still there for Aquarius. They just had to jump on out of that revolving door and go kind of away from that X that was still so uncertain. And all of this goodness kind of like comes rushing in. I feel like Aquarius cannot lose right now. I feel like they've got happiness, they have abundance, they have possibly great wealth coming in. They could have a very lucky streak also. Death card in the reverse. And I gotta say, there's no more of that X. This is that Scorpio energy coming back in. But the Death card in the reverse says, no, there's nothing else to transform with that X. This, as I start to have my winning streak, my lucky streak, my happiness streak, I'm not going back into the revolving door with them. They are going to try again, but I really don't think anything else has changed. We have the Four of Pentacles. If anything, this could be Aquarius, like having to explain to them, no, you're not, this isn't a pawn shop. You don't get to take my love, put it on hold for someday if you ever get brave enough. You can't reach out anymore. You can't do that anymore. I get it. You're still trying to come back in, but it's a no-go. I'm withdrawing all my energy now. It does feel like Aquarius really has to toe the line and hold that line there. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands. Yes, this person will be brokenhearted because they always hoped someday. The Strokes, right? In many ways, still miss those good old days. Sometime. It hurts me so, but I want you to know. Yeah, it's something it's just someday, but I ain't wasting no more time. Anyway, those lyrics are coming to mind. Love the Strokes. Julian Casablancas, the Voids. Anything they touch is amazing. That he touches is amazing. Incredible voice, incredible singer, incredible artist. But we've got this Seven of Wands, and maybe I'm saying that also because it's like, there's so much more for Aquarius to do, right? The Seven of Wands is like, this X who's been latched on has been a significant blockage in Aquarius's life throughout this storyline, and they keep trying to come back in, and they may even try a sob story. This is right as Aquarius is like having so much more success. But remember, the Seven of Wands is how we overcome a struggle. The X being sad, the X saying, but I need you. I mean, they may really put on the waterworks. The Knight of Wands is still here, and it's sideways. It's almost like Aquarius is saying, but you're always going to be in the revolving door state. You're always going to bounce in my life, bounce out, bounce in, bounce out. I mean, maybe Aquarius can be like, yeah, we can be pals. I know you don't have staying power, but I'm having a lot of success in my life. I'm happier than I've been in like forever. I am moving forward. But maybe Aquarius eventually says, I'm not going to be giving you space in my heart, but I'm not mad at you. And, maybe I'll always know you, but I've got all these other things coming into my life. What does Aquarius have? Got the Fool in the reverse. They are definitely not going to be making any foolish leaps. They're not inviting this ex back into their life. They're not doing anything that isn't authentic for them. I keep feeling like they have to kind of like keep up a boundary with this person. Eight of Swords. This person seems to be attached to Aquarius's energy kind of permanently. And I'm so sorry to say that, but the life that Aquarius is supposed to have is still going to be able to be theirs, right? They're going to have all this success. They're going to have all of this good fortune. They're going to have possibly an increase in their finances, the ability to travel, the ability to make their dreams come true. But I will still say, somehow, some way, this ex and their plight does remain a permanent fixture. And this maybe is like a past life attachment or something along those lines. Aquarius may never know why. We have the moon here. In a certain, like maybe Aquarius over the years is going to come to realize this person is never not going to be someone that I hear from. As much as I've tried to move on, as much as I have moved on, they're still attached to me. But I don't think it's ever going to be romantic again. I don't think it was supposed to be romantic. This person is almost attached the way like somebody attaches themselves to like a safety blanket or something. And I think it's also because Aquarius doesn't hate this person. They're not mad at this person. And now I don't think this person is holding them back anymore. I just think that this individual is always still attached and maybe accepting it for what it is and saying, okay, they're latched onto me like a security blanket. It is what it is. It doesn't hold me back. They just seem to still want, to be tethered to my energy. Maybe I give them strength somehow. Okay. But I don't have to think of them as a lover and they aren't holding me back anymore. I mean, I think that's, yeah, I see Aquarius moving on into a new romance with somebody new and fresh. Definitely somebody who gives them flowers, somebody who's, they even look youthful. I feel like Aquarius has a much better romance ahead, but there's also just like a lot of happiness coming in. But I'm sorry that it does not look like this person ever fully leaves. This ex doesn't ever fully leave Aquarius's energy, but it almost looks like they make peace with that part too. I totally thought that this ex was no longer going to be in their life. It turns out this ex's energy may always be in their life, but no longer in a context of, okay, are we supposed to be romantic? I don't see that at all, but I do see this as somebody who is Aquarius just realizes you'll always be attached to me somehow, but it doesn't prohibit me from having a new love, to having success, to having money, to having my dreams come true. That's huge. So I can still say that's a relief. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.